What is the future of pickup truck powertrains? Mighty diesels? Efficient hybrids? The answers may differ depending on who you ask. However, it is certain now that pickups won't massively go electric anytime soon, if at all. Latest headlines show the numerous EV startups going bust, while seasoned players are either pivoting to hybrids or reconsidering their electrified ambitions. So today, we'll analyze the newest trucks to see if the story of electric powertrains is reaching its end.
Scout Motors' Terra and Traveler. A bold move by Volkswagen execs and a hefty investment resurrected the once iconic Scout Motors. In 2027, the company is scheduled to revive production for the first time since the 1980s and wants to sell retro nostalgia with an EV twist. With a target price of $60,000 each, Scout Motors wants to produce retro-futuristic body-on-frame trucks and SUVs with decent off-road performance, zippy acceleration, and great utilitarian capabilities, with a 7,000-pound towing ratio for the Traveler SUV and 10,000 pounds for the Terra truck. To achieve these objectives, the newcomers get front and rear mechanical lockers, a solid rear axle, a four-wheel drive setup, and an all-electric powertrain with a torque output rated at 1,000 pound-feet and a 3.5-second time for a 0-60 sprint. Proponents of gasoline engines could opt for a PHEV setup that uses an internal combustion engine to prolong trips to 500 miles, which is a decent upgrade over the 350-mile figure of the all-electric version. The sleek exterior look is matched by a modern cabin with optional bench seats that raise passenger capacity to 6 and offer a nice throwback to the past. A large infotainment screen in the middle of the dashboard, metal switches, and two-tone seats. Both models support bidirectional charging to power your house during blackouts and a frunk for additional storage. Finally, the latest news from Scout Motors adds uncertainty to the future of all-electric powertrains. The official data reveals that most pre-orders come for the version with a gasoline range extender, confirming low demand for EVs, drivers' range anxiety, and a poorly developed charging infrastructure. Geely Riddara RD6. While the rest of the world is re-evaluating the ambitious EV goals, the Chinese companies go all in and have no intent of slowing down the battery-electric transition. The RD6 by the Chinese Geely is based on a monocoque chassis that encapsulates batteries with either 73 or 86 kilowatt-hours of capacity. The smaller battery is reserved for the base trim with an RWD layout and a single motor. This unit produces 268 horsepower and 283 pound-feet of torque, resulting in a 239-mile autonomy, a 1,664-pound payload capacity, and 5,512 pounds of towing capabilities. The larger battery is paired with a dual-motor AWD powertrain with 414 horsepower and 431 pound-feet output, and a 4.5-second acceleration at 60 miles per hour. Just like other Chinese models, the RD6 emphasizes premium elements in the cabin, adds a large infotainment display, modern driver assistance systems, and a useful vehicle-to-load system to power your appliances directly from the truck. Ram 1500 Ramcharger. Ram Trucks executives have just pulled the plug on the long-range version of their upcoming Ram 1500 REV truck. Although the model will still come with a smaller battery setup, the company will be mainly focused on moving its Ramcharger model with a plug-in hybrid setup. The Ramcharger walks a fine line between a pure EV and the world's largest battery plug-in hybrid. Looking like any other Ram 1500, this newcomer is set to become the first distance-defying pickup of the era. The Ramcharger installs a 92 kilowatt-hour battery pack and pairs it with a 130 kilowatt generator. The latter is a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, which targets the best-in-class driving range of 690 miles on a full tank. The electric system is based on the 400-volt architecture, supports 145 kilowatt recharging, and its dual-motor all-wheel drive system makes a total of 663 horsepower and 615 pound-feet of torque. These figures convert to 2,625 pounds of payload and 14,000 pounds of towing capacity. Despite its hybridized nature, the Ramcharger still provides one-pedal driving and provides Ram's unbeatable interior comfort and quality. It gets a 14.5-inch infotainment, but keeps plenty of handy buttons and knobs, luxury seating, a 23-speaker audio system, hands-free driving, and great cargo management. KGM Musso EV. The South Korean automotive industry is dominated by Hyundai and Kia. However, these brands, despite preparing their EV trucks for production, will not be the producers of the nation's first electrified pickups. KG Mobility has just unveiled a battery-electric version of the brand's Musso truck. The newcomer sports a unibody construction, a dual-motor powertrain, and an AWD setup. Full model specifications will be unveiled in the upcoming months. However, preliminary reports suggest many shared components with the brand's Torres EVX crossover. For reference, the EVX uses a 73.4 kilowatt-hour battery and a 190 horsepower motor to make 287 miles of range. Finally, KGM doesn't rely solely on the success of its EV platform and plans to release an ICE-powered version of the truck in the coming years. Isuzu D-Max BEV. Despite lacking representation in North America, the trucks by Japan's Isuzu are holding strong market positions in several overseas markets. To stay trendy, the company is planning to make an electrified version of the D-Max and make it available in regions with high levels of EV adoption, namely Norway, the UK, Thailand, Australia, and select European regions. The model will not be targeting extreme power outputs like many of its counterparts. Equipped with a full-time 4WD system and a dual-motor setup, the D-Max BEV produces 174 horsepower and 240 pound-feet of torque. The range provided by a 66.9 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery has not been revealed yet, but the manufacturer quotes a 2,205-pound payload rating and a 7,716-pound towing capacity. Toyota Hilux BEV Revo. With only one battery electric vehicle on offer, Toyota doesn't rush to electrify all of its lineup. However, the wary attitude in public doesn't mean that the brand is not working on some EV solutions privately. For example, the Toyota Thailand division is developing a battery electric powertrain for the existing Hilux platform. The Hilux BEV Revo gets a single cab design with a floor-mounted battery, a rear-wheel drive setup, a stormtrooper-like look with a white closed-off grille, and targets commercial applications within the urban zones. At this time, the brand has not released any concrete technical specifications, but hinted that the range would be close to 125 miles. With such an estimation, we do hope that this range figure was measured under a load and it supports fast charging too. Rivian R1T. This American EV manufacturer is doing relatively well compared to other truck makers and even brings improvements for its high-tech models. On the outside, the R1T truck gets new wheel designs, revised lighting elements, and an updated selection of paint options. The revised electrical architecture got rid of 44 pounds of wire and decreased the number of computer modules. The drivetrain portfolio expands to include dual, tri, or quad motor options with 3 battery sizes. All are now built in-house, while the tri and quad motor configurations offer yet unseen performance numbers, 850 and 1,025 horsepower respectively. The standard range battery has the usual 92.2 kilowatt-hour capacity with an all-new chemical composition. Finally, we should mention the R1T's redesigned bed, new independent air suspension allowing for 14.6 inches of clearance, and revised interior styling. SAIC eTerron 9. It's one of the first Asian trucks to enter the European market. Comparative in size to the Ford Ranger PHEV, the eTerron 9 offers all-electric power coming from a dual-motor AWD setup. With a slightly more powerful motor linked to the rear axle, this truck makes 442 horsepower of combined output, granting a 1,367-pound payload and a 7,700-pound towing capacity. The floor-mounted battery pack has a 102 kilowatt-hour capacity and a modern venting system to optimize range in extreme weather conditions. The support of 115 kilowatt fast-charging solutions restores 80% of the range in about 40 minutes, while the range on a full charge is estimated at 267 miles. Overall, the truck offers a modern design inside and out, a set of driving modes fine-tuned to certain road conditions, and a wide range of premium accessories directly from the manufacturer. BYD Shark. The pickup arrives underpinned by the new DMO Super Hybrid off-road platform, which means a PHEV drivetrain, RWD assembly, and standard double wishbone independent suspension front and rear. Design-wise, the Shark boasts rugged bodywork with boxy fenders and squared-off lighting elements. The truck's wheelbase measures 128 inches, while its overall length reaches nearly 215, putting it in the mid-size pickup category. The drivetrain consists of a high-output 1.5-liter turbo engine aided by two electric motors, which in turn are juiced by a 29 kilowatt-hour BYD Blade battery. The company claims 430 horsepower, 62 miles electric, and 520 miles overall NEDC range, which should translate to at least 350 miles in real-world conditions. Electric AWD is standard equipment, and the quickest acceleration to 60 is promised to take 5.7 seconds. The Shark's cabin is a mix of practical materials, rugged design, and modern tech, represented by two huge dashboard displays. Chevy Silverado EV. Chevy's first electric truck came out in the base work truck trim, and then followed by the more luxurious Trail Boss and RST trims. The range-topping RST offers the highest level of cabin comfort, advanced technology, and track-ready performance. It builds on the 800-volt Ultium platform that supports fast charging and accommodates dual electric motors, enabling electric 4WD. Paired with a 200 kilowatt-hour battery, the setup yields 400 miles and a 4.5-second acceleration to 60 miles per hour. The peak power of the drivetrain reaches 754 horses and 785 pound-feet. The RST rides on 24-inch wheels and comes equipped with an adaptive air suspension. It also gets four-wheel steering and will also tow up to 10,000 pounds and carry up to 1,300 pounds. Tesla Cybertruck. The electric super pickup from Tesla is finally here, and it kept its ludicrous paintless stainless steel sharp-edged body, though it got slightly smaller dimensions. It rides on 20-inch wheels, has bulletproof panels, an automatic tonneau cover, and shatter-resistant glass with the world's largest wiper. Off-roading competence is ensured by an adaptive air suspension that offers 12 inches of travel and 17 inches clearance, all-wheel steering, revolutionary steer-by-wire technology, and various powertrain configurations that do not lack in power and torque. This is the first Tesla to feature an 800-volt architecture and a 48-volt low-voltage system. The spec sheet of the Cybertruck is showing three versions: lower-tier rear-wheel drive with 250 miles of range, mid-range dual-motor all-wheel drive, and the tri-motor Cyber Beast. The latter was equipped with one permanent magnet motor up front and two induction units in the rear axle for the total of 845 horsepower. The 123 kilowatt-hour battery is good for 320 miles, but with the optional range extender, expect 440 miles of range reserves. This adventure vehicle has a massive 18.5-inch infotainment, rear 9.4-inch touchscreen, bioweapon-grade HEPA filter, Sublime audio, and both 120 and 240-volt outlets. Finally, the latest news suggests that now is the best time to buy a Cybertruck if you've been dreaming of one. As sales slow and recalls pile up, Tesla offers record-low lease prices for their first truck. Moreover, deals on the used car market are even better, with low-mileage models starting at just $72,000. How do you feel about electric trucks? What's the main application for them? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to check out other related videos on the screen. See you next week, and may the torque be with you.